All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of War Instincts. So today, Darth, Menace, and I, we're gonna kind of go into. Obviously, they're gonna help me out because the last video I posted, I kind of rewatched it and I didn't like it. I didn't really have everything set into stone as far as really going into my whole war offensive setup. So I wanted to go ahead and also include, and I didn't even talk about Darth or Menace's roster. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at each of ours set up as far as who we have going for the war offensive lineups and what the theory is behind that as far as on who we're looking to counter. And some of it is also perspective based off our individual alliances as far as where we're at in our Platinum War setting and so forth, and the theories behind doing such things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Hopefully you enjoy it, and we'll continue doing this War Instincts to kind of bring up more videos, show some experience of counters and some of the sexy stuff that I know a lot of people like to watch. So I need to get more mindful about recording that for you guys, but go ahead and stay tuned to that in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and jump onto the first screen that I have here, which I believe this is Darth's roster. All right, is this your, just to double check, this is yours, Darth?
Yeah, that one's me.
Okay, cool. So I'll let you kind of talk about it. So what's your whole theory when you're setting this up, when you go into your save squads and you're looking into the whole tab here for the war, and as you start creating this, what's your theory as far as like having it organized? Like how do you want it up on the top, or like is it based off of that TCP? Yeah, I mean, it kind of
just based
like
off
that.
power.
Yeah.
It's just based on power, just for an organizational standpoint.
Okay. And then we'll just kind of look at it together then. So we have up here is your Infinity Watch. So when you're setting up them, obviously they're all geared up. They used to be the meta arena team to use. But who do you look at using them for? Whenever you're looking into the opponent's defensive teams, who are you eyeballing?
So I'm literally right now, I'm looking for the Eternals plus America Chavez in between them. I'm looking for that super speed Eternals that you can't outspeed with your Eternals. That would be the number one target I would want to take with that team, so that it doesn't just delete your team. That America Chavez between them is going to be a little bit of a problem for just a little bit, not for long, because the rest of the team's going to come out probably next week or in 10 days. But other than that, in big mirror matches, a lot of people in our level are still leaving their Infinity Watch on defense if it's over 1 million. I don't seem to have too much problems most of the time if I remember what I'm doing. It was a lot easier when it was Infinity Watch versus Infinity Watch in Arena all day long to remember how to do that match. But that's basically it. That's like the Black Order used to be. That's a just kill it button for the most part. Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't like taking them against Heroes for Hire. It's just too sketchy for me. I don't seem to be able to win that one as much as I should.
Yeah, and let me jump over here to this other one because we can kind of knock it out at the same time. Because I know this is Menace's roster, and he also has, he has his Infinity Watch up there as well. So that's the kind of same concept for you, Menace, when you're looking into using them. It's just trying to find up those other top meta defenses.
Yeah, it's basically just this can kill the big stuff, and then at the bottom is the hey, this is my individual counters for like skill tears at the bottom because it's only going to kill the merc and things like that.
Okay. So here you got the Weapon X, which is probably the top, I would say it's the top war offensive team to have, especially when you got Omega Red unlocked. Because that's like going to be the team to use against Dormammu, and Nietzsche's still with us, so I'm sure right. They know.
We have a little bit different audience today.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah. So that's what I hear. I have no experience with it, but yes, they are the counter to Dormammu and the Dormammu teams. And I've seen a few videos of it working, and I've seen a few videos of it not working. So,
So for you, Menace, right now with our line settings, is this gonna be your Heroes for Hire counter?
So for right now, I still use Infinity Watch for Heroes for Hire. I generally will find the biggest one I can and use Weapon X against them. But then even still, Shadowlands, I will sneak a Heroes for Hire kill if it's on the lower side if I need to.
Interesting. Let's see. And the fact that you have them geared up like this, I am envious of it. And they're my favorite team. I mean, they're my favorite team. I know I keep talking about them here. I kind of sound like freaking, what's his name with Gambit and Rogue about Shadowland. But Yeah, no, and I mean that's interesting that you have that power level to go ahead and be like, oh, I can use Shadowland against these other teams, So that's crazy. And I just want to I'm still look at your roster real quick. So you got the Black Order, and do you just use them against like other bigger teams, like older meta teams? Like who do you kind of use your Black Order for?
So they have fallen off hugely. I'll send them against other Black Orders. I even sent them against a last war. I sent them against a Uncanny that was on defense, and they were punching down like 200k. They barely won. Um, they're just something to throw at things now. I put them closer to Inhumans now, as in like, hey, they can hit something, but it's not going to be your answer.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you? I noticed people on our team kind of had the tendency to use them against the big symbiotes. Do you do that, Darth? Let me look at your thing. Let me see. Do you
Yeah, I've
have?
done that. They're pretty low. They're trash team for me. They don't do much. So yeah, they clear something easily for me, like symbiotes or a wave one or something a big old team. They'll take all of the big old teams still.
Okay.
So that's what I use them for.
Yeah, and I noticed you still got your symbiotes here on offense. It looks like so. Who
That's
did?
because we
Yeah.
run into people that run my Secret Avenger team that I run on offense on defense with Nick Fury on it, and that's basically, unless it's in security and you've got a giant Kestrel, it doesn't matter. Those symbiotes are going to use all those summons, and they're just going to eat the turn meter alive.
Hmm. Gotcha. All right, and then we'll jump right into the Eternals. I know you got them on offense here. This is kind of where it splits up a little bit differently between you and Menace. But for your Eternals, I mean, this one I know we talked about it been on the last episodes, I would say. But this is definitely just kind of like a Eternals counter. Or do you use them against anybody else?
Oh, you can use them against just about anybody, but that's just set up for to beat a big Eternals team that has an Emma, or that they somehow put their arena team on there and they thought that it would be smart to put Emma and Doom.
Hmm.
That's just set up for the most chance for me to win and come out the gate and be fast.
Okay. Shadowland. We talked about Shadowlands. Now let's talk about your new fun team here, your Ravengers. So who is it that you're looking at as far as matchups? I know sometimes you haven't taken the whole knee deep plunge into it. You kind of talked
I'm
about it a
scared
little
to dive in
bit.
first. They when they were about 100k less power, I was taking regular old teams like what Black Order would take, no problem. And then I did 150k punch up on a Fantastic Four, no problem. And then one more I did 110k punch up on Web Warriors, no problem. And then I tried it again the next war, and of course the Dodge RNG just hammered me on that one, so I had to back that one out and hit it with something else. So they're a lot of fun. If they get going, they're almost unstoppable. But
Hmm.
you just have to get them going, which is why I have a Hawkeye on the side there instead of Bruiser. And
Yeah,
that's not me. I'm not a big brain. I did not think of that. I did not come up with that. That is Dorky Dad, I believe. I don't create content. I watch it.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna flip over here back into Menace's video because I noticed like so you don't have your Eternals here. You have them on defense. So, and I think the theory
Hmm.
behind that is because you just kind of talked about it, but just to kind of reiterate, it's mainly because of the Shadowland team, right? You sometimes depending on who the mix match is with the defensive Eternals, you have been able to beat Eternals with the Shadowland team. Is that
I can beat Eternals and Shadowlands all day long. Yeah. It. So I'm still working out what works best for me because it really boils down. Well, what I've been finding is that it's the new Warriors and Eternals. And when it's new Warriors and Eternals, what you have to do is you have to really. I've been targeting Cloak first, and whether or not he dodges or not kind of depends whether or not it's a win. But that being said, the only reason why the Eternals are on defense is just because they're 7 red on both sides, and my defense team is just really big. So as a result, I figure it's giving more bang for making it works more making a wall than it does killing one room.
yeah? Gotcha. All right, and there's your X Force. So how's you did a good kind of comparison as far as talking about Black Order kind of coming down to the humans a little bit, like dropping down. I mean, have you felt the same with X Force, or are you still confident with them?
So X Force and Shadowlands both operate under the same thing. They're extremely fast teams. So where they have the benefit is of they'll go into certain rooms, and even though they're not the meta anymore, because they hit so fast, so hard, you can make a win out of something that you otherwise wouldn't. They still will lose depending on what happens, but if anything, they will always break the team because they'll go first. They'll drop the defense down. They'll be able to kill something. So even if they don't get the win, they'll make the room killable.
Yeah. Okay. And let's talk about your Axeman team here. I mean, this for me, when I look at it, I'm always thinking it's the counter for any type of Doc Ock defensive setup. I mean, who do you look at as far as using your Axeman with?
Well, there's actually a couple ways I've used Axemen to success. I've used them against new warriors. The new warriors, because Beast will remove everything. They're still kind of quick. So like the Silver Surfer thing, they do it pretty well on them because they'll heal and keep everybody slow. They have more uses than just Doc Ock. The Doc Ock is obviously one, but because they have a lot of control of the field between the heals and the slowing, teams that you wouldn't might think about, like I said, new warriors, they can beat because they'll remove all the debuffs. So where Silver Surfer is slow, or if something like that, then you can actually do more damage than he can kill you.
Shit. Even with the Secret Adventure teams too, right? So even in those minions that pop up, whether it's like Hella bringing out her Gregs, if she happens to be part of some type of hybrid defense, that's kind of like a key trigger for them to go and use, which is like Nick Fury with his summons and so forth. So yeah, I forgot about that. All right, let me jump back over here to Darth then. So you got your X Force there.
I still got my Secret Avengers up top.
Oh yeah,
Menace has those. Menace has those on defense. I use them. They're my second or third. Or they're my third best offensive team.
Yeah. So who are you targeting with them?
Any team with Doom is a good pick for those. The biggest worry about that is sometimes those Doom teams are a punch down, and then you don't want to trigger Doom until you get to Sharon's second turn and give him the ability block. But they'll take anything. They're especially with Kestrel on that team. They're so strong. They just get it done, and they get it done really fast. Mirror matches. A lot of people who leave that in security or with Coulson instead of Fury, which is a better placement on defense. But if they do that, that team eats them alive because your Kestrel will go first because of Nick Fury.
Yeah. Okay. There was a team I was looking at here. Here's the X Factor squad. So, are you still using this one with the Doom Brotherhoods?
If we run into a Brotherhood Doom, I do. We don't run into that all the time anymore. So technically, Rhino is plugged out quite a bit. Namor will go there, or Zemo will go there. It just kind of depends. It depends on what other decent leftovers I have. You can put nobody there and be successful with that team against most teams. But that team is specifically set up for a Brotherhood Doom team.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Kind of curious. Yeah. So you got your X Factor team. Do you just same concept for you, Menace?
Generally, with that team, will kill for is Marauders for me, unless it's got a Sabretooth in it. Like I said, I had success with them with new Web Warriors lately because they're faster. But it's like that team starts getting into the power armor and Inhumans, where it's like, all right, can this team beat what I'm looking at, as opposed to having a direct counter.
Yeah. Okay. And we're kind of hitting the bottom of the lineups here. I'm gonna actually go into game mode in just a second. But any other teams that you have saved, whether starting with you, Darth? I mean, any other teams that I kind of overlooked here, or something that you kind of make a hybrid that you want to talk about, or like what about this? Oh, go ahead.
That's just there's nothing special on there. The only sort of hybrid is the thing at the bottom where you've got that's a merc killer, a small merc killer. It's not even that big. But that's it. There's nothing, and that team, like I said, that team gets displaced a lot. And there's a mishmash of characters that I have that are better than that team in a lot of situations.
Okay. And but what about? I've noticed you got that uncanny right there, 3.0 with magic. I mean, have you been able to really kind of dig into it as far as trying to punch up on certain teams, or any team that you now see that you feel comfortable using the uncanny against? Like,
I'd like to see I like to use those against Merc teams and things like that. They're like Black Order. They'll kill most stuff. Uh, so they're better for me on offense than defense. I had them broken up on defense for a minute, but then I switched it out a few wars ago. Magic just
They're,
she's not big enough for me to justify it.
Yeah, go ahead, Menace. You have something
they're
to say?
actually they have a lot they have a lot of strength into them. I just put the T4 into Magic's ultimate, and honestly, I didn't want to do it, but at the same time, by doing so, they kill Black Orders now because they'll remove the ability block. The Storm is such a beast on there between having that early slow and everything. Now they can obviously get beat. They're not perfect, but they still have a lot of utility. Magic makes them a really strong team.
All right, well, let's have some fun on this video here a little bit as far as showing some actual end game. This is practice mode. I jumped into the practice mode, and the reason being is because you just talked about it, Darth. This is what we may start seeing a little bit. Definitely, they put here's one of our alliance mates that's using the Young Avengers hybrid with the Eternals. And before, this is my first time even looking at it, doing an attempt here, but I'm just having fun in case we happen to see this on defense. Starting with you, Menace. I mean, if you see this and just, finish reviewing your offensive lineup, who are you thinking about using against this one if you were to try it?
This is an interesting one. Because of the size of that, I would probably go in there with either Shadowlands or X Factor. Not the X Force, excuse me.
Shadowlands.
And I'd go right after Icarus, obviously, and just get him off the board. And if you do that, you win.
Okay, and we'll try. I mean, I know mine isn't as strong, but we'll just do it just for fun to kind of see. Because I know we don't have your video, we can't test it off and share it at the same time here. But we'll kind of see what I can do with my lineup. But I'm gonna kind of go off of what my theory, because I know you don't have Eternals on offense, right? So that's kind of where you're a little bit buying and where things different between the two of us. But this is kind of
win. That should be a win. But that's for me. That's 4 different teams broken up,
yeah.
or 3 different.
How about for you, Menace? So what team are you thinking about using against this defense?
My power armor, because most of the things I'm going to use are just going to get eaten alive anyway.
Power armor.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
Like I know how that's going to play out. Like if that's set up correctly, I know that there's no speed team I can outspeed them with. So bringing in my speed team is going to have people too low, and Icarus is definitely going to go off twice. I'm pretty much going to have to hit that with my as little power as it is. I'm going to have to take in my Infinity Watch against it to beat it, to one shot it. I think.
That's what. Okay. Well,
But I mean, I can be wrong.
Well, we'll do.
I've
Okay,
been
so
wrong
we got
once.
3. No, that's cool. Now we got 3. All right, so we'll try the Infinity Watch. That's the safer bet, I would say. Safer. And then this one right here, where I'm gonna ask you guys, I'm gonna try this speed lineup, but I think I need a. Do you think I need to put in Cable versus Namor, or would I be safe keeping Namor in there?
I'm going to be safe either way.
No.
So I think they're going to blow you up if it's set up right. I think Icarus is just going to blow your team up.
Have you tried this
So-
already? You sound like you tried this already.
I've seen videos already. Is what I've done.
Oh shit. Okay, I haven't. Yeah, again, I already kind of took this end of the week off as far as watching.
But yeah, if you want to try to be the speediest you can speed, put Cable in instead of Namor, and then that'll show you because that's as fast as you can make your team.
All right. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because it makes I mean, because that's the only way to go up faster, right? Is by putting in Cable. But it's interesting to try to have the rewinding effect, but I guess Emma does the slow already also. All right, let's see. So we'll test it. This is not for science. I'm not going to say that. Let's see. Oh, look, and then Nietzsche's talking about.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to correct him until it was there.
All right.
So yeah, he's got America Chavez between his two. So there he goes. That's as fast as you can go. And there he goes. 1. So your 2 small characters are gone. 2. Okay. Now she's going to go and rewind your turn meter.
Well,
That's a little America Chavez. But look, she did pretty good now.
okay, finally I get to go, right? Okay.
There you go. It's your turn. See what you can do. I'm surprised you made it this long.
So over here, Fuck. I'll always try to like. For me, my theory is like trying to see where I want to put the vulnerable for like the second attack with Icarus's striker ability. Let's go. Sorry, I have it on 2 speed right now because I just. Okay. No. And this is probably where. Well, you know what? Should I stun him? Let me speed it up.
As long as he was supposed to go first, it'll count. Ooh, you might be able to kill him. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Wait, you got 6 and 7 reds? Is that what you got on your team?
Oh, I got a 5. I'm trying to get him to a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next team I'm shopping for. So finally, I was able to get that. So
Might win this one.
I don't know, man. Let's see. So I'm focusing on him. Yeah, if he goes off, then that's it.
Oh, that was good. I didn't think that was going to happen.
All right. Well, obviously on that, then it's a possibility of using that lineup. It just depends on like really punching across or down, I would say, and just like kind of keeping an eye on like the star level, that red star level of what you have for your Eternals versus the defensive Eternals. See. All right, so let's do the Shadowland team, which I should have saved over here. Let's take a look. Weapon X should beat that. What'd you think? Oh no, I don't know. I never see. That's the reason I was asking about Weapon X for you guys on how you use them, because I want to use them for heroes for higher. I never tried any other counters because it's important in our current setup and our defense that I can't really waste my Weapon X on a different team, defensive team. So it's all for heroes for hire. But I've been kind of curious to see if they punch up against like Eternals or not. All right.
Taken mirror matches before. That's the only other match I've done with those.
All right, let's see what this Shadowland is. All right, let's see. So right here is the focus, Menace.
In this case, yeah.
But where I slack, I don't have like her on blue eyes or anything like this.
Nah, it's gonna boil down to how much damage you can do from the door, and between you should be. So what I would do is I would special, take off the defense down or defense up.
Okay, got it.
All right, and then just go use the special on him, and he'll clear the ability block, but you want the extra hits. All right, and then go ahead and blind him.
There's a ton.
She'll clear it. Don't worry about it. And then get right back on him and finish him up. Special with there you go. And then use Daredevil. Oh, that bitch.
It was looking promising, right?
He should go through all 3.
Problems.
5 of them. Go ahead and use the ult. Use the ult. He should go through all and hit all.
Maybe if I don't have the T4 on it. Yeah, I don't have the T4.
God damn it.
Oh, there's the heal. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, shit. You know what I thought about using, though? Because of that?
Oh, here you go. Use the ult.
But if I would use Daredevil special for the counters, do you think that would have like done difference of whacking them?
No, use the ult. You're still in this fight. Use the ult, and get on Icarus and kill him. Or you should be.
We should.
I'm surprised this would be.
But this could have been a win. If you would have got that 5th hit, I swear, with the defense down, it probably would have dropped him.
Let's see.
There you go. Go ahead.
Fuck. Every time he gets his turn, that's when you kind of hold on.
Yeah, you're not done yet, but if Night Nurse goes down,
You're done if your Night Nurse dies.
Yeah, if your Night Nurse goes down, you're done.
Fuck. See, this is
special mods to get some counters.
I mean, but if you got how big is your?
I need to put Disrupt on here.
White
What'd you
Tiger?
say?
Yeah, maybe that would have maybe.
Nah,
the opening move was right though. You got to get the defense up off of Icarus before.
There you go. There you go. Oh, maybe. Oh, you don't have any fucking what's it called?
And there's no vulnerables up.
Oh, you got bad RNG on his attack. He didn't bounce between the two because I would have killed Chavez. Yours sucks. I'm sorry.
There it goes. All right. Hey, but you know what? It was
That's why we don't.
interesting. I mean, it lasted a lot longer than what I would thought. I mean, that kind of gets to the point as far as where Shadow Knight can kind of stick. Well, I should have gone over here. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I lost that one. All right, so we'll try the. She's like, I don't like this counter.
But you
But
see how close you put him.
no,
You have to
I think
go
it's
down.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's there. I think it takes a little bit more practice to kind of figure that one.
Mookie, are you? I just need to know before we get deeper into this. Are you sitting on a bunch of T4s like 24K or whatever like that? You want to drop them right now.
I don't know, man. No, I don't think it's as big as what you seen it last time. But
I don't even know what you are. I'm just being.
yeah, I know it's funny. You made me have to look at that Daredevil Ultimate now.
I don't know if I did the Daredevil ult though. I think you. Hold on, let me look.
I don't even know if it's a chain. I really don't even remember what the ability is.
It should have been all 5 though. It normally goes off. I don't have the ult done. You just got unlucky, dude. He trains to. Yeah, you just got the lower end. That's all.
Okay. So Darth, on this, when you're using Infinity Watch, is it kind of the same mindset as far as you just go after? Do you target? Is that who I should be targeting? Is Icarus? Or do you think I should be targeting somebody else?
With Miss Marvel there, decent Miss Marvel. It's hard to tell if I would like to get Icarus at least off of his rebalancing out of the way one time before I have to do Miss Marvel. So yeah, I would probably go right at Icarus, put the vulnerable on him, basic with Gamora when it's her turn.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. And what's his ability when he gets into that yellow? That's when he speeds
There you
up.
go. Yeah, well, he gets into yellow, and then he
Look, Nucci's like, don't listen to him anymore. Good game. Oh, hold on. Let's see. No. Yeah. Look, I can't now. I have that up. See, I didn't realize how. I never faced or practiced like how annoying Miss Marvel is going to be with this type of defensive setup because she puts up that taunt. Because I wanted to be able to. Well, I guess
She'll clear the ability block, but she'll have she should get disrupted too.
She's acting.
Oh no,
like,
she's not a.
She's acting like Luke Cage now.
Yeah, but give yourself some barrier.
I wonder if who do I need to clear?
It'll clear the. What you'll do is you'll give yourself a little barrier.
Fuck it. I wanted to just spread that attack a little bit over the annoying side of the.
Slow
Alright, I'm gonna
Icarus.
slow him. Okay. No, I think everything's there. I ought to be able to beat this one.
Special with Gamora on Icarus because that'll kill those
Well,
other
he
two.
doesn't-
No, aim it.
No, this is what I
Aim at
do.
Icarus.
Like,
Oh, you
this
want?
one is
Oh,
real
okay. You
different.
want?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do speed. I'm gonna get her out of the
I
way.
see what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're doing.
And I
Makes
like to
sense.
I like to say the death proof, but the fact that it's off, it's all right. I'll just do it. Like you said,
There you
there it
go.
is. All
There you
right.
go.
Boom. All right. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I need to be mindful of that. So Young Avengers with them, I think that's the sneaky setup. And I don't know if after watching all of this, as we start kind of closing out the video, let me switch screens here. We'll just kind of end it over here. So Menace, I know you have Eternals on defense, and we have all different theories behind it, doing that kind of stuff. So are you gonna kind of change the setup of who they're with?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
The game's too much just in the last month for me to be like keep all the same stuff. Like even Web Warriors has got to be slotted in there somewhere. That's still the top, and just, it's too much has changed for the old stuff that we work on.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and end it. So thank you guys for catching us, especially, to Nietzsche here. We definitely enjoyed your engagement that you had with us on Twitch and joining us today. And shout out to the other, Twitch viewers that were coming in and out that were also kind of checking in on us. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the engagement. Makes it fun. And but till next time, we'll catch you all for another episode of Damage Control. We'll have another War Instincts video as well. So enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy those events that are coming out as well. All right, so take it easy. Don't stress over the game. And we'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.